I am Dr. Adel's. Don't call me Dr. Adel on screen. That is so weird. Hi guys, welcome to our channel. We have been wanting to do this YouTube channel for the longest time. We thought we always get lots of questions on the reels that you post and on TikTok. We've done a few TikToks together, a few reels together. There's been a lot of interest in the twins, the twin life. I feel like people have lots of questions that they want us to answer, and that is what we're going to do in this video today. How many fights do you think we're going to have before this video? They're not going to be from my side. They won't be because I can tell you now, the instigator for all arguments. That is absolutely not true. Let's do some official introductions. My name is Dr. Adel. I am a consultant dermatologist. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. My name is Ree. I am Amna's twin sister, and most of the times you will find us attached at the hip. In a nutshell, we put a poll out on Instagram asking you guys which questions you wanted us to answer, and we're going to start with those today. What the most asked question was. The people want to know, is she unemployed or does she actually work? Got some nosy nellies out there. No, I'm joking, but yeah, this probably definitely is the most asked question that we get. And yes, I do have a job. I'm also a doctor. I'm not a dermatologist, but I am a doctor who specializes in family medicine. We both went into medicine at the same time. We're one of those twins who wanted to do everything the same. So yeah. And that actually really brings me on to the next question, which I thought was really interesting. Were you influenced by each other's career choices? As a twin myself, I think I was subconsciously. Oh, that's a really good question. I actually think there's a lot of truth in that. I think so too. I think you copied me. We both wanted to do medicine. I think you copied me. And do you know what the funny story is? Our parents were the kind of people that were subconsciously infiltrating us with the idea that we were going to do medicine. We were going to become doctors. I think I was like 7 years old, and they used to refer to me as being like doctor. Yeah, it was just like infiltrating the mind. And then I decided I wanted to do medicine, and then you decided you wanted to do medicine, and then we both were just in this journey together. And I really enjoyed that. Yeah. I think going through the process together. Yeah, for sure. I would say we probably both knew that we wanted to do medicine, probably roughly ish the same time. And we just started secondary school, I feel. Yeah. And we both knew that we wanted to go down the route of medicine. It's been a wild ride. For anyone out there who is also a medic, you know how crazy, you know how crazy university is, all the exams, and then just also post medical school life, kind of the training, and you still have exams even post uni. Definitely we have both enjoyed it and hated it at the same time. Yeah, there were definitely times where I was just like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to be doing exams for the rest of my life? But anyway, that brings us on to the next question. You guys are asking some really good questions. This one I feel like is really for you. As you transitioned from teens to adults, how did you handle spending less time together? I love this question because I feel like I could talk about it for about 10 years. But let's not. That's a whole video in itself. Yeah. Growing up, we were super dependent on each other. We were the kind of twins who had exactly the same friends. We sat next to each other in every single class. We shared a bedroom, despite the fact that our parents allocated us to separate bedrooms. We somehow found our way back into the same room because we missed each other, didn't we? We did. We were in the attic of our house, and our rooms were opposite each other. For the first couple of nights, we used to sleep with the doors open so that we could see each other. That sounds really wild when you say it now. And then I basically moved from my room into Ree's room because I was like, I don't know, it just wasn't right. Like, it wasn't right for me to have my own space. Yeah. Does that sound really weird now? I feel like I get it. I feel like it if you're a twin, you will definitely just understand this. I struggled, and I feel like you found it a lot easier. I did. And I think the first time we actually truly were, I'd say, forced to separate. We were forced to separate because we didn't end up going to the same university, and we did actually want to go to the same university. So we were heartbroken, devastated. From the university that she went to. I don't think we ever envisioned that we wouldn't go to the same medical school. I think it was always like, going to do medicine together, we're going to be in the same university together, we'll be living together, which we did, by the way. We did live together. We had, I think, honestly, polar opposite university experiences in my opinion. Yeah, I think so. I personally really enjoyed my university experience. I think the crowd was just like more low key. I think the people were not so
competitive with each other, and I think that for you at uni it was kind of like the opposite.
Yeah, it was kind of the opposite, but I think university was actually an amazing experience for us to learn how to be independent people. It definitely took me a lot longer than it took Amna.
You had attachment issues.
I did. I did not feel comfortable
attachment issues.
speaking to new people if she wasn't there. She was almost like a safety blanket. I really experienced a lot of, I guess, social anxiety because I felt like I didn't know what to say to people, or I lacked confidence when Amna wasn't there. So that's something that I definitely like managed to learn and overcome. But yeah, it took a little while.
And it's so attached at the hip that I don't think I had ever gone shopping by myself. I hadn't even gone to like the corner shop by myself. Like that was the level of attachment, just putting it into like, you know, into context. So the jump to university, that was big.
But I do feel like we go through peaks and waves of where we'll suddenly become a bit more dependent on each other and then have periods where we're a bit more independent. I think at the minute we're probably more dependent on each other. We see each other every single day. We talk on the phone multiple times a day. I personally really enjoy it, and I would not change having the twin experience / sister experience. You love them, you hate them, but then you love them again. So
that's really mean. The next question. It's a question that we do get really often.
People want to know, are we identical or are we non-identical?
I've got a little quiz for the people in the audience who are watching this. I want you guys to kind of list what you think the main differences are between us and how you can tell us apart. I'm trying to go the same colour as her, but she's not sharing. She's not sharing. Are we identical twins?
Yes. We did doubt it for a little while.
Do you know what the craziest thing is? That she actually went through like some type of like a quarter life crisis and was like to me that she had found an online DNA test and she really wanted to do it to work out whether we were identical twins or not. Like she felt it would change the way she feels about us as sisters. So I'm like, why would you want to do that?
But then I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
I didn't do it. I thought about it and it was like, ignorance is bliss. I would much rather not know. And I feel like I know in my heart that we are identical. And actually, truly, if we weren't, it wouldn't change anything. But I'd much rather
That's a lie. I think it would change it for you.
But I would rather not know.
It wouldn't change it. Who's the older twin? I wonder whether people guess this right. Sometimes I feel like people get this and other times people don't.
So Amna is the older twin and we were born via C-section. So she was the first one to be pulled out.
Yeah, 2 minutes
by 2 minutes,
older.
yeah.
It's interesting because even though I'm only 2 minutes older, I think that our parents definitely treat us as if like I'm the older sibling and like she's the younger sibling and I have to take care of her and all those shenanigans. So the next question, is twin telepathy real? I would say yes. And the thing is, it's like so weird. I'll give you an example. So if I am like unwell or if something has happened which is like quite major and it's something that I'm upset about, Rhea will know. Like I will get a message from her, I will get a text from her, I'll get a call. It's like she won't know the exact thing that's happened, but she will have like an inkling, almost like a sixth sense. Would you agree?
Yeah, but it's kind of like, this is what people say about like a mother and child relationship, how the mother will know if there's something like wrong with their child, and they, you know, and they'll feel that the energy is off. And I think definitely I will know if something is off. And I think probably my understanding of like the whole telepathy thing is like, I would say normally whichever situation we're in, I know what she will be thinking about that situation.
100%. We will have the same opinions
about people, about situations, about things that have happened.
We'll think exactly the same thing.
Yeah, so I think our brains, the way that we interpret things is basically the same.
If we are in like any type of a social situation and we've met someone for the first time or a situation unfolds, our opinions on it will be exactly the same. Like I could just shoot you a look. Yeah, and you will know exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah. And then if we talk about it like afterwards, we will have the exact same thoughts. Your face will go, I thought that.
Because we always link the same thing. It's very, very rare that we haven't thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But I have to say this. We're going so off tangent right now. But sometimes when we don't think the same thing, we are shocked. And then the one person will almost like unintentionally convince the other person. Yeah. So let's just say if Amna thought something was great and I didn't think it was great, Amna could like, just without even really saying too much, I could be convinced, I could be influenced to be like,
very easy
it was.
And also vice versa. I think I'm also very influenced when you have a certain thought and idea.
Or opinion about something.
Like somehow that then ends up becoming my thought and idea and opinion as well. Like I didn't used to hate bread, and then really
You copy me though. This is
told me she doesn't like eating bread, and then I didn't like eating bread. What's that mean, girls, bros?
I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops.
Ree doesn't like bread. I don't like bread.
Yeah,
It's that kind of vibe.
this is a good one. Okay, who got married first?
So that was me. I got married in 2020 during the COVID lockdown in my parents' back garden, and you got married in
2023.
our wedding anniversaries are like 3 days apart.
Yeah,
Just copied me
it's
again.
wild. It's in the same week.
Just copied me again.
Another one is, did you both go to the same medical school? No, we didn't. I went to Imperial and Amna went to Barts under London.
Yeah, we did live together during medical school,
Yeah.
but I had to travel all the way to East London. I had a horrendous commute. It's like an hour and a half. We lived in West London, and
Yeah.
your uni was in West London. The other thing that I feel like we get asked all the time is like whether we've ever been in any situation where we've swapped places. I know you guys want a parent trap situation. Let me just tell you now, that has never happened in our entire life. We've never actually switched places.
No, we were so scared
Goody
growing up.
two-shoes.
We were, yeah,
I wouldn't dare do that.
yeah, none of those shenanigans when we were growing up. Are you guys best friends? I feel like we kind of answered this, but yeah, I would say absolutely yes. Did we ever compete with each other when we were growing up? I think this is a really good question.
I
because
think it's a really good question.
I really get why some people may end up being competitive, especially twins. But I think with us, we've always been so supportive. We just genuinely have never ended up,
Competing with each other.
Yeah.
I think we're just like both each other's like number one fan.
Yeah.
Like when Ree's winning, I'm winning. And I think when she's not winning, I feel really sad. I want her to be able to do as well as possible. And like for me, I'd always support her, and also like vice versa. So actually we didn't have like any competitiveness at all. Through med school, during any of our exams, we always wanted the other person to do better than ourselves. didn't
Yeah,
we?
and even just outside of things like medicine, like even in personal life, it wasn't ever like, are we competing with who's going to get married first? Are we
Yeah.
competing with like, those sorts of things? That's just never
Didn't
ever
happen.
happened. Yeah.
It's just like never been a thing.
When we were at school, there was another set of twins absolutely hated each other.
other's throats.
They were at each other's throats, and we used to look at them and we used to be like, "How do you hate each other? I don't get it."
Yeah, that was really weird.
But I think as well, or sometimes like, and I'm going to use the example of Gabby and Nikki. I don't know if some of you guys,
Who's Gabby and Nikki?
people who use YouTube and have been OG, like, on YouTube, they'll know that one of the OG YouTube channels was Gabby and Nikki. They're a set of twins based in New York. And they really tried to make themselves, because they were twins, like, they really had to make themselves individual. And I think sometimes twins can do that.
Yeah.
But we've never shied away from the fact that we actually just like the same thing.
We enjoy
Yeah.
the same hobbies, we have the same interests, we like the same animals, same activities, and I don't think we've consciously like tried to be different
be
from
different.
each other.
Okay, this is a good one. What is your least favourite thing about each other?
Least favourite thing?
I'll go first.
Oh gosh, of course you will. Straight in there, go on then.
I'm very punctual and she's really not punctual.
is
I know
true.
that's a boring one, but it's I'm so type A that that gets to me. She's always late.
I'm really trying not to be, and also like I'm not like late, but I will be there like literally just on time, and you will be there like half an hour early. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to get better at that.
And shall I throw in a second one?
Go on then.
There's only two. The second one is like the organisation. It's like just a little bit. I'm a lot more organised than she is, and I like people to be organised. So I would say, because
I think I'm just a more of like a chaotic person.
yeah, I think it's the chaos.
But I enjoy the chaos though. This is the
Yeah.
thing. It's like I don't like the chaos, but I also thrive off
Yeah.
of the chaos.
The only reason I say that I don't like her lack of organisation is because it stresses her out. So it's like, I dislike it because you stress yourself out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, your turn.
I honestly don't think I've got one. I don't know what I found annoying about you. I think another question that people like often ask us about is like, how is our personality different from each other? I think we both have like very type A personalities, and then we've spoken about like you're really punctual, I'm less punctual, I'm a bit more disorganized, a bit more chaotic. I'd say you're more emotional than me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think you're generally more of an emotional person, and I think that
I'm an empath.
Are you saying I'm not an empath?
You just said I'm more emotional than you, and I'm saying yes, because I'm an empath.
Okay.
I think I am more patient than you, I think. Maybe. We're going to do a really quick fire round on skincare, because that is what our page is going to be about.
Yeah.
What's a skincare product that you would take with you to a desert island?
That's a really good question. You know what? I don't want to be one of those boring dermatologists that is like, oh, sunscreen. But if that was really truly the question, then the product I would take would be the Isntree hyaluronic acid watery sunscreen. If you haven't tried that, that's one of the best sunscreens out there. No white cast, not greasy. It is so lightweight and it's really moisturizing.
I think for me, because I'm such a dry gal and I am eczema prone, I think I would definitely take the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5.
It's multifunctional, but it's a good product.
Yeah, and what I would do, because I'm not taking sunscreen, I would constantly just be in the shade. And I'd have to make do with what I could, like just making sure that I can stay out of the sun as much as possible. But yeah, I need a moisturizer. I cannot survive without a moisturizer.
Next question, what's the best TikTok hack that you've seen this year?
Just spoke about the Cicaplast Balm B5, but I would say probably using the Cicaplast Balm B5 to get rid of sebaceous filaments.
Oh yeah,
So I think that's like an amazing hack, and I feel like not that many people knew about it before, but yeah, I think that's a great one.
For me, I'd say the best TikTok hack that I've seen this year is using micellar water for greasy hair. I think that's such a clever hack. Like who came up with that? Because that's honestly so clever, and I've tried it and it works like amazing. So I actually think if you use a cotton pad and you put the micellar water on there and then just like dab it over the areas where you have greasy hair, I think that's a lot better. And if you're someone that just like hates dry shampoo because of the white cast and just because it just leaves so much residue like on the scalp, I think that's a really clever hack.
Yeah. What's a skincare trend that you wish would just die? And just won't die, but just needs to die?
Do you know what? This whole eating whole garlic cloves for acne.
Oh my God, yes.
When is that gonna die? Because
Yes.
that just literally every few weeks I feel like I see a new video which comes out
I
about
think the
that.
wildest thing is that they've said you're not allowed to mince the garlic, you're not allowed to cut it into it has to be swallowed in whole, like wild. I wonder where that's come from.
I have no idea. Spoiler alert, swallowing whole garlic is not going to clear your acne. Okay, you heard it here first. What's a skincare product that you've seen online that you are desperate to try?
You know what I
I
mean? I really, really want to try the Biodance. Is that how you say it?
I think it's Biodance, yeah.
Yeah, their collagen masks.
I
I've
am
actually been talking
desperate.
about this.
Can't get my hands on it.
I've seen all the videos where they've either used it on like a long haul flight, they put it on at the beginning. I think it takes about 4 or 5 hours for the mask to, kind of absorb into the skin or do its thing. So basically it goes from like a white color to clear. I really want to try it. I think, like I said, I'm a really dry girl. So like, I feel like that mask would be super hydrating. And I feel like it would also be really useful before a big event. Like, just to give the extra zhuzh.
I feel like that's what I want it for. Like, as in topical collagen's like really not going to do that much for your skin. But I think the fact that it just makes this like occlusive cover over the top of your skin and it stops you from like losing water out into the environment, I think it would be so good for like hydrating your skin, giving you that glow. Like, I want to see those results for myself.
Yeah, me too. What do you think is the most versatile product out there?
It has to be Vaseline.
Do you think?
Yeah, it has to be Vaseline. I mean, what can you not use Vaseline for? You can use it for dry lips, you can use it for dry cuticles, cuts, grazes, slugging. I feel like the list is like pretty endless and it's also so cheap. Basically, everyone should probably have Vaseline in their cupboard somewhere because you're going to be able to use it for so many different things.
Just specifically Vaseline, or could it be Aquaphor as well, do you think?
I think it would be Aquaphor, and I actually think that Aquaphor is slightly better than Vaseline because...
Well, you didn't say Aquaphor though, did you?
I didn't say Aquaphor. I didn't say Aquaphor. Vaseline is just petroleum jelly, right? And Aquaphor, it actually has other ingredients in it that are going to add hydration. It's got panthenol and things in it. So it's like Vaseline with a bit of sprinkle, So yeah, maybe change my mind. I'll say Aquaphor.
Are you a fan of pimple patches, or is it a pass?
Oh, fan.
Same.
100%. But let's just also be weird about it. It's not going to completely get rid of like your spot overnight, okay? It's not a fast fix, but it's going to stop you from picking it and it is going to make it heal faster. So 100% pass. And I would say go for the ones which have like salicylic acid in them rather than just like a plain hydrocolloid patch.
There's so many different types out there now. They can have lots of different active ingredients in them.
I do think they're worth getting. What's one product that you would tell people to absolutely not waste their money on?
Oh God, this will be quite controversial, but I personally don't think oil cleansers are worth spending money on. That's just my bit. Yeah, honestly, because I think that I know loads of people love them as part of double cleansing. They really enjoy them as that first step for, you know, double cleansing. But I think like actually it's one of those products that has been really overhyped by social media. I feel like oil cleansing, in my opinion, actually probably leads to more breakouts. It's not for everyone. There'll be some people who can benefit from it. I've personally used oil cleansers, and anytime I've used them, they've always broken me out. So I personally think that if you're someone who's quite new to skincare, I wouldn't start with an oil cleanser as part of your double cleansing. I don't know what you think.
I think I agree with you. I think not everyone can use an oil cleanser. If you're somebody that's got a combination acne prone, oily skin, you might find that actually it's too heavy on your skin and it potentially causes more breakouts. But if you're somebody who's got a much drier skin type and you wear a lot of heavy makeup and you really want something which is going to like really break that down, I actually think they're a good alternative to like a cleansing balm or micellar water. But you know, that's the thing with skincare, isn't it? It's also personal. Something which works for one person is not necessarily going to work for someone else. Like I personally love using a cleansing oil, so I don't agree with you there.
What's your current cleansing oil?
I would say Curel.
Really?
Yeah, it does sting, sting the eyes like so that one. But it is one of the best oil cleansers that I've used, for sure. So that is the end of our little get to know us. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope that was really useful. We tried to answer all the questions that you had, but we are so excited that you guys are here on our page and we're going to be covering so many hot topics. We're going to be talking about skincare, hair care, nail care. We're going to be covering it all, doing product recommendations and a lot of different topics. And we'd really love to hear from you guys what you'd like for us to cover on this page, because at the end of the day, we want it to be videos that would be useful for you guys as well. 100%.
So definitely let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next and we will oblige.
So leave your recommendations below. We are so excited to be here and we're so happy that you're here on this little journey with us, and we really want to create like a little community where we can talk about all things which are related to skin, hair and nails. No topic is off limits. So anything you want us to cover, make sure you leave it down in the box and follow and subscribe and let us know what you want to see.
Bye.
Bye.